Halito, 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 Halito. What's happening, beloveds? How y'all beautiful ones doing? Drop a 1 in the chat. You can hear me. What's up, Bam Bam? Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. 1 2 1 2. Let's see. 1 second, have a little technical difficulties. Let's make sure everything is healthy. What's happening, beloved ones? How y'all doing? What's up, oh? Cheeks, what's up, good brother? Eugene, Frank Little, Wallace Carroll. Hey, cuzzo. Dino, what's up, good brother? Kenneth Brown. Bam, Wallace Carroll. Frankie Little, what's up, baby? So we have Wild Indians page has been blowing up. It's been doing really well. And I figured there's a lot of new people around. So I figured I'd come and, let them know what it's hitting for, some of the things that they can avoid, some of the things that they may want to avoid. So this is for the new people. Definitely wanted to leave you a little guide so that we can bring you up to speed. There's lots of scammers. We know that you are coming out of different communities, whatever they are. Now that you have decided to dig into your genealogy, there's a different type of conduct that we have around here. I'm really glad that you guys like the page. I'm glad that you like the information. I'm glad you get to understand what it is that we're looking to do. And shout out to Wild Indian for the amazing things he's looking to do in Chicago. And essentially that we are all looking to do in America. So I want to start by saying you have to avoid the scammers, right? This is for the new people. You guys, there's a lot of scammers out here, granny traffickers, and this is Operation Cornbread, okay? We got to make sure that we respect Indian country. We definitely want to make sure that we, pay homage to our ancestors, that's for sure. But we definitely don't want to keep no bozos around. We apply, civics, a little bit of civics, a little bit of law, and a whole lot of Indian. Not always wild, but definitely wild nonetheless. And what I mean by that is there's a zero tolerance policy. We don't scam each other. We don't scheme each other. We don't cheat each other. And that's pretty much what it's hitting for. So no one should be selling you any paperwork. No one should be offering you to join a tribe. Some of these things you definitely want to look out for. You got to do your homework. You got a bit of a homework assignment. You want to check out people like hApp. These are names you want to stay away from. You want to stay away from the Chakachauma Chapatulas, people, things of those natures, Shata Okla. You want to stay away from a lot of these people, even the ones that are in the Aboriginal community and they giving you Morris Science Temple paperwork, giving you all these bullshit affidavits that lead to other entities that don't even know that these people are using their documentation to lure you in. Essentially, and there's a lot of granny trafficking. And what I mean by that, people actively stealing the Indians you ain't even met yet, that you don't even know you're related to. So there's a lot of that going on. Halito D, what's up? Copper Color K. I'm gonna drop the link in. Anybody, any of the new people or the old as well, you have any questions, you want to add to it. We got a lot of new people in our building, and I just want to make sure that they're safe and they're not scammed. We don't tolerate any of that. Don't let nobody use my name for nothing to get you out of no goddamn money and you ain't spoke to me. Okay? Let's just fucking make that shit understood and very, very clear. So we can make sure that don't happen again, because the next one is going to be a hand chop and a head bust, because it should have been a head bust, but it'll be a hand chop. Let me make sure you can see my face, because I mean that shit. But that's that. I really just wanted to shout out. It was like the page is doing well. We are constantly still building on it. I'm really happy about the way that it's going, and it's a good thing. But we want to make sure that you know what direction that we're going through. We in the up and up. We are looking to gain some political footing. There's a lot of different irons that we have, a lot of different fires that we have our irons in. And this is pretty much a winning team. We don't break the law. We ain't mad at the government. We know how to clap back, and we learning how to get ours, and we trying to teach other people to do the same thing. All this other stuff, you listen, you see a lot of these things going on. They're not going to bring much fruit. And I say that not to say like, we got the best thing going on, but we do got the best thing going on, because as far as America is concerned, we have now narrowed it down to where at least 35 to 45,000 people now know that they are not from anywhere else but America. They're also people of color that have been shifted around through all sorts of different types of rigmarole and red tape just throughout life. And now we have a good situation. We have a great network together, and we're looking to strengthen that too. And everybody's on the up and up. We can pass background checks, right? Yeah, that's important. People that have a past that you can actually, get some 411 on, right? Transparency, clean hands, right? We ain't scumbags in real life. You just get online and act like you some other, whatever. So that's what it is that we're dealing with. We definitely, you want to like the video, share the video, subscribe to Wild Indians. You're gonna hear a lot more from us in the coming days. Check out Wild Indian, Ro Blackman on Facebook if you haven't already. He's on TikTok, super sensation on TikTok. He's got a lot of people rolling with him over there. So definitely, if you haven't subscribed, you definitely want to do that. Chief Cali, shout out to Chief Cali. He is the official videographer of the No Grandma Killers tour. Him and his Truth Speaks Foundation, and all of their volunteers and employees that have been helping to make these things happen. We definitely want to give him a shout out. To all the other beautiful people that are participating and contributing. Shout out to you. Can't wait till we link up in Texas. We'll be having a meeting soon to discuss the talk points and things like that, so we can make it perfect how we like to have it. We got all that verifiable information. Ain't no dog walkings over here. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that you can appreciate from us over here at Wild Feathers, No Grandma Killers, the Wild Indians, certainly all the other branded companies that we are working with. I love the way it's going down. Shout out to Copper Color K and Indian Mac. Shout out to No Sellout and Autochthonous Assembly, Doodoo Vision, Chief Netcha, all the beautiful ones, legendary Top Cats. You're going to hear a lot from him. This brother is from Texas. Can't wait to be in his hood and see how he puts it on for his people. He's got his own audience there, and we're going to be bringing in the Indian to Texas. So this is going to be awesome, and we're going to get to meet a lot of other Texas Indians. I'm getting a lot of calls from elders again regarding the event. It's going to be hot in Texas. Granted that they love us and they want to be a part of this, but if y'all young enough and y'all got the time and y'all able-bodied, take your ass on with your grandma. Come on down to the No Grandma Killers tour. You don't want your elders out in all this heat doing all this driving and stuff like that. And, this is supposed to be family time. And that's what we're looking to make sure that people appreciate that, because those days don't last forever. I'm going to just say that and put that out there. Those days don't last forever. So definitely give people their flowers while they're still here. Don't wait to put them on the grave, right? Definitely want to make sure I say that. What's up, Light Hour? What's up, Cuzzo? Halito, Selena, how you doing, beloved? How you doing? So, we definitely want to make sure that you come into the right places. I love the fact that the people have gravitated to the Wild Indians page. It's not even that old or antiquated at all, and people are coming. I can't keep up with the notifications, right? It's a lot going on. So we're going to make sure that that page gets well off where it's supposed to be, and make sure that there's people on top of that. being we for a long time, a lot of us have been like a one-man band. So now that we have a team, things are getting done behind the scenes that are going to be presented for the people. And I'm super excited. And of course, and if you haven't already, you know my channel, Phoenix Moon. And if you don't know, now you know. Coming on over there. But this is right here. This is the channel where we get to drop the information. We get to have fun over here. We get to debate over here. We get to get it busting over here when it's time. You know what I'm saying? On our platform where we ain't got to really worry about nothing. A lot of us get to mob up. So you'll be seeing different faces here at Wild Indians too, especially when it's time to sound off. We got different businesses and stuff like that. So a lot of our brands can't, be attached to a lot of the shit talking for the most part. So this is definitely going to be a space where we're going to, we could get crunk. We'll also be talking about, of course, political and social issues as we always do. And sometimes, we got to get to some head busting and call some people out, right? Especially the scammers, because we don't do that. So if that's something that you're used to, then, just say this is a safe place. This is another safe place for you, right? So I don't know what you may or may not have heard from me about me, but I could tell you, you stick around and, see for yourself what it's hitting for. Proof is in the motherfucking pudding. Niggas could say what they want to say, but they can't call me a motherfucking liar. And you can't debunk that information. And none of it's harmful. None of it's going to end you up in handcuffs, or in any trouble with the authorities. In fact, you'll find your respect that you didn't have when you were calling yourself everything but who your grandma is, what your mama and them is, what your daddy and them said you was, right? So that's that. This page that we're on now, I don't know if you're on YouTube, Danielle, I can't see. I'm on couple of different platforms. This is the Wild Indian page on YouTube and also the Wild Indian page on Facebook, the Wild Indians. So you can definitely check us out over there. And you get to see Ro Blackman and Rare Form. That young brother, we got such, such wonderful visions of him securing a hard to secure place. We just want to get support, make sure that he has all the support that he needs, and he's got the right people in his corner so that he can become alderman of a very troubled city, Chicago. We've been doing a lot of different exposés and taking some different journalistic approaches, specifically because of the things that we see coming out of Chicago, and we do care. This is the difference about us as Americans. When Hurricane Katrina happened, we cared about the people in Louisiana. When these things, occur, we care about our people all over the country. We care about our Indians. Salute to Unborn here. Shout out to you. How you doing, beloved? And then thank you to all the people with the wonderful ideas. Sister Danielle has some brilliant ideas that we are looking to incorporate. I'm just super excited. Thank you for that contribution. We will be in touch, sister. We're definitely going to have some things to talk about. And for people that have things put together, let's sit down and build and discuss those things, especially if it's going to be helpful to the community as a whole. But more importantly, it needs to be helpful where you are, where you live, because we can't all be together, right? So with that being said, we don't always have access to each other at a moment's notice in those instances for the most part. So you want to make sure that you're secure in your stead. You know what I'm saying? Where you are right now until we all get together and everybody knows that we secure and we together and we rolling with Rush. You know what I'm saying? Because that day will be here. It's winning time. So that day is absolutely going to be here. So that's that. We got, let's see, our original Copper India. What's up, beloved? How are you? How are you? So everything is good. I'm glad that you're well. Looking forward to Dallas. Al. Yes. Davita, don't say no yet. It might not be over till Big Mama saying. So, but I definitely, we would love to have your presence there, of course. And certainly y'all want Miss Carter's grits in the building, right? So hopefully something else will work out and maybe that can actually happen. I didn't really plan on staying here long. I'm actually going to jump off here. I just wanted to leave something for the people on Wild Indians on the Facebook page that's doing really well. I wanted to let y'all know, stay in tune, stay informed. You're going to have to catch up on some things. We'll be adding a lot of videos and other things to the page. So we're going to be putting some retro stuff. It'll be old to us, but it'll be new to you. This way you have a key understanding of who the niggerachis you're supposed to be staying away from as you continue on your path to finding your ancestry, your lineage, and genealogy in its entirety. In its entirety, your grandmother, your grandfather sitting by the fire, right, in 1822. It's nothing like it when you get to see what your folks were doing during all of these, questionable times, where they have you doing picking everybody's cotton and getting your ass whipped tied up to a tree somewhere and all this other crazy shit that you can't even prove happened to you or yours, in that regard. So with that being said, I ain't gonna hold y'all too tough. I'm going, what status, beloved? There is no status to correct. Let me just tell you, correcting your status is after you find your lineage and you ain't found an African yet and you have found your Indian. That is your status correction. You change your social security card. You change your records at the hospital and things like that. All these other affidavits and all this other crazy stuff that people are saying that you have to do, all that shit is bunk. If you'd like to authenticate your birth certificate, that's fine. But don't file no UCC because you ain't foreign. You're an Indian, right? Or are you? Because some people are foreign and that's what they do. But that's not what the Indian needs to do. And what international affairs do you have and you can't even handle the domestic shit? Like let's just keep it real. There's some things we gotta take baby steps with, but all that status correction, brother, don't let nobody get offer to do anything for you for no money unless it's your genealogy. Other than that, honey, you once you got grandma and you start working backwards, you start correcting their stuff. That's part of the status correction, right? Getting the coroner to make sure that they putting your dead ancestors, you know what I'm saying, as their correct race, their ethnicity, right? Don't get too caught up in all that stuff because you don't want to bump into people that want to sell you all the water under the bridge. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas out here trying to sell people swampland in the middle of a desert. So I just want to make sure that y'all got a keen understanding of that, beloved. You don't got to worry about that. Once you find your ancestors, that is your status correction. That is when you notify everybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do any extra above and beyond. When they step across the gun line, that's when you bust them upside the head. Don't go be obnoxious like, hey, I'm Indian, I'm this, I'm that. Don't do it like that. You seem radical, irrational, undiplomatic, and things like that. You definitely don't want to have those problems, especially because you'll see a different type of respect that you ain't never seen before. You don't get that kind of respect as no more. You don't get that kind of respect as no hotep. You don't get that kind of respect as no black man. I don't care if you got $1,000,000 or $1,000,000,000. Ain't nothing like getting the respect from these oppressors as an American Indian. Period. Trust me when I tell you that. Wallace Carroll, yes. Now we had a little setback. We were doing the genealogy classes. There was some things that we had to change around company wise that prohibited us from being able to get to that. Tasha and I will get to those genealogy classes as well as the civic classes, right? We need a little more time in the middle of this while we're doing the tour. We will be doing the genealogy as we're on tour. And let me tell you, I don't show up at no 7 o'clock thinking that we're going to sit there and be bringing you back. If you were there in the beginning, we can't do everybody's genealogy that shows up there. So for the people that want it, there's no do-overs, there's no carryovers. You got to come at a decent hour. We were from Friday, we had from like 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then Saturday, we were there all day Saturday from 11 until probably after midnight. You know what I'm saying? So, and at that time, after the show was over, after we were done with the presentations, it was time to chill and mix and mingle. Nobody really wanted to get on the computer at that point when we've been running all day. So kind of take that into consideration. Certainly, if there's any volunteers that are coming, we can provide maybe another couple of computers or something if we get more assistance. But you can't think that we're going to be able to do 30 people's genealogy. That's insane. So as far as the website building, we'll definitely be completing that. In the background, there's a lot of forms. And I'm going to tell y'all, I've been doing this for a long time, but it's got to be the no nonsense. So the reason why we are taking our time with it so that the forms will be perfect, because you have to enter in all of the information. There's no paper anywhere. Everybody's privacy and confidentiality is completely respected. Everything is in order the way that it should be. And people will be going out FIFO. First in, first out. Genealogies take anywhere from 6 to 12 weeks. So if you multiply that by 1,000 people, we are only 5, 6 of us. So we don't have that kind of time. So there will be times where we'll take in 10 and shut it off until we're done with that. And then take in 10 more and shut it off until we're done with that. So that we don't bite off more than we can chew. And everybody else say like, where's our this and where's that? We ain't got that kind of time. You're not going to be picking up the phone after 3 days, calling Moon, talk about, so am I Indian? What tribe I am? Not doing that. You'll enter in all the information. So if there's any mistakes, it'll be the mistakes that you make. Okay? And that's it. And you're going to get what you pay for. We're not charging the astronomical prices that everybody else is, because the average genealogist that gets you back to pre-colonial times costs about 18 to 20 grand. Right? Look it up. Look it up. Basic one family line in one location, the average price is $2,500. So if we're giving you 3 generations in whatever places that they may be, that's still a lot of work. You're going to have to show some respect for that. They have to show some respect. And the reason why we'd like to do the classes specifically is for the people that are self-starters, so you don't have to wait. We'll get you on your way, right? And we'll keep up with your progress, and we'll help you along with that as you're doing it yourself. But for the people that want to just drop your stuff off and pick it up when it's done, we'll send you a pretty binder, have it all nice and laid out, have your zip drives, you'll have your own family webpage, and all sorts of goodies and stuff like that, so that you can show your family. You'll see your tree as it's being built. It'll be interactive. You won't be able to touch it until we're done, right? Because if you start going in there, editing it, and no, we're not going to do that. So we're going to make sure you have all the name variations. We got some extra stuff that a lot of genealogists just don't do. Okay. And the places that we're looking in, a lot of people, they just don't do it. So we want to make sure that it's perfect. So before that, we just put anything out there, like, is that we're not thirsty for nobody's money. Okay. We ain't, it's not like that. Right. It's not like that. People get a lot of my time. You know, you call the phone and Phoenix picks the shit up, whether I know you or not. That's a lot to expect from out of me, from strangers, right? For me to expect, I can't expect nothing out of strangers, but people call me and they have expectations, right? So we got to respect the expectations so that they can somewhat be accommodated. Every wish is not going to be granted, and we can't make everybody Indian. Some of you niggas got African in you, and that's okay too. But what you can do is know exactly who you are, and we got the next step for that too. Because there's people like that. We're not looking here to turn people away. I still would do white people's genealogy like I did before I came into the American Indian community. Okay. So we're not going to discriminate and act funny and shit like that. I had a good talk with somebody. I tried to do some things with Jamaica and Haiti, but the people kind of dropped the ball. And then the people in Haiti let hApp in. So, it was kind of like that. Now, I'm not saying everybody's like that, but I need to meet more people, because there are brothers and sisters in the Caribbean that have a legitimate beef. They know exactly what time it is as well. And we want to make sure that you have what you need too. So I'm happy to say that I do have been in talks with Carameo so that we can start with the people in Costa Rica. He's already started. He's got a great thing going on. I really respect him. I don't have to agree with everything, but I really do respect the work that he does. Brilliant work. And the fact that he is actually helping people in Costa Rica. He understands genealogy. That is super helpful. We're going to vibe. We're going to link up, and we're going to make sure that people get what it is that they need. So the people that are here, because they got people that's over here too, and they need to be able to backtrack from their visit from there to here. So we're going to start detailing and documenting that. So I'm looking forward to that. Shout out to the brother Carameo. That was a different thing. We are looking to make different relationships. I don't really want to be doing all the beefing. We done knock down all the dirty feathers and stuff like that. Let them stay in their place. Y'all know I'm gonna tell y'all now, I ain't perfect. The niggas come for more. I'm gonna bite some heads off. Y'all know. Sometimes they come 5 and 10 at a time. And I don't back down, and I ain't running this shit. I just happen to be a little too busy. So I don't even know a lot of the fuckery that's going on out there. But give me a minute and I'll catch up. And once I do, if you're scheming and scamming, Phoenix is going to roll down. You're going to run down. At least people know what to expect from me, right? Can't be mad if you know what to expect from Moon. So this is it. And this is what it is. Definitely want to speak to anybody that has master's degrees in social work, any PhDs. Please hit us up, nograndmakillers@gmail.com. We want to talk, have some discussions as we're looking to open up some facilities. Specifically, the first one will be the nursing home or the assisted living for people that are disabled. Also, we're looking to do a lot of low income rental units for disabled people, our disabled Indians that aren't getting the benefits or the proper care that they need. We want to make sure that there are things that are accessible to them, that are convenient, especially in areas where they can't really get around. So there's a lot of different social and civic work that we will be doing, a lot of social assistance and civic work that we will be doing. And we're looking to work with the government on these issues. We can't really do it without them successfully, right? So we're going to push them, make them push them pens and write them checks. The checks are there. We just got to stop letting all these foreigners get to them. We're not asking for it. The Indian, we are asking. We are telling them. We're not even asking. We're telling them. Just sign the check. It's already there. We're here now. We've been absent from class. So we're here now. And we sit in the front, head of the class right now. Understand that. It's winning time. So that's that. Check us out at nograndmakillers.com. Certainly, if you haven't done so already, buy your tickets for Texas. We'll be in Texas this September 5th and 6th. Can't wait to see you guys there. We're getting a lot of calls from elders. Like I said, I'm super excited about that. We got a lot of beautiful sisters that are looking to come, and they're bringing their children, they're bringing their family, and that's what it's about. It's super dope. We also got some brothers that are looking to start peer groups, for some of the young men, because a lot of them don't have uncles and fathers and stuff like that, and they still not bad kids, and we want to make sure they stay that way. So we got a lot of things going on, so we can pitch in and help with the community specifically. And don't take it no way, but we really kind of looking only to help the Indians right now. We the ones that need it the most, and we're each other's priority. So that's pretty much it. Hi, Cottrell. Oh, I got to talk to you, bro. Call me. As a matter of fact, I'm about to get off. Brother Cottrell, when you get a second, please call my phone. I need to show you something before I forget. It's super dope. And I was just talking to 20 about it. I need to send you. I don't have your number in this phone, but I definitely need to speak to you. I got to show you something that is like a super spicy meatball, and I just thought of you first. Definitely give me a call. But everybody else, Kenneth Brown, beloved ones, y'all stay cool, y'all stay real, y'all stay chill, love, peace, and super amounts of lubricated bear grease. You know what I'm saying? Gotta stay slick, gotta stay smooth, and all of that, and all of that, and all of that. Wild Indians in the building, yo. Chapisa la chique.